All right. When you first got with UNIDOS, how did that happen?
Well,
Let's walk.
yeah, I had a call that One Life to Live was breaking up, and I guess Rick had heard from me jamming around with some neighborhood guys, Pete Cole, Clarence Huggins, and drummers. I basically used to have jam sessions with drummers. So then One Life to Live was breaking up, and Ricky wanted to form UNIDOS. So he told me, all these cats were coming to play. Man, I was scared to death. Cal Green, which played with Marvin Gaye, his brother Greg Green, which was a hell of a guitarist in his own right. John Bridgewater, everybody knows John Bridgewater, man. Master showman, everything. So he had all these people. So I still came down and auditioned, man. But, I was surprised when I got the call a few days later. And Mr. Ricky Carter said, yeah, Cal, we chose to go with you to play with UNIDOS. I said, man, with all them cats, man, they a hell of a lot better than I am. He said, yeah, man. He said, but you held your own. He said, man, anything we asked you to play, you found the chords and you got a nice little rhythm stroke about you. I said, well, okay, man. And see, God is good because my mother, I was working at a country club, and my mother wanted me to buy my own car. And I saved up enough money, and instead of buying a car, I went and bought a guitar and an amp. So she was hot. And so, when you make your mom hot, them young days, man, I'm telling you the truth. So anyway, God blessed me with the job to play with UNIDOS. And at that time, with the economy and the club scene, man, there were numerous clubs to play in right there in the hood. Yeah. At the Royal Bunny Club, we played at the Beehive, Motorcycle Club, Park Avenue West, 50-yard line.
You ever play out of AG's?
Yeah, your AG's. You can't forget about over at the Inferno. Yeah. But anyway, there's so many other places, man. And so within a matter of a month, maybe even less than that, I made enough money to buy me a car. Wow. So that saved me at home, so my home life. So my mother wasn't so mad at me anymore. But anyway, man, that gave me inspiration. I mean, music has always been a passion of mine. But at the time, what I'm saying, looking back, it was around some of the greatest, finest musicians anywhere. Right here in Kansas City, Alpha Carter, Coco, Scooter Powell. Yeah. God bless Scooter Powell. The man, even the man that's filming this right now. Yeah.
Donald Brown.
Donald Brown. Yeah, he's gone on. Hey, man, the man could, back in the day, he was the only person I know that could hit that note on the Earth, Wind, and Fire Reasons. Yeah. Hell, man, I ain't even gonna embarrass him like that.
You was in there when Sandra was in there.
Yeah, I was in there with Sandra, man, and that was the thing about UNIDOS too. We stayed up on not just the hits, but we had some originals too. But man, the vocals, couldn't nobody touch the vocalists. The vocalists, premier. And so for me, getting into the business like that with a show band, I had to, it was a learning experience. I was on a learning curve, and my thing was I had to get out of the fear factor and get into the music and get into having fun.
Yeah, do you know what year it was you was in, or the years during the time period?
The years was, because when I started playing, I used to have a liquor card. And, when we played at the Inferno especially, people would come over and say, why is you sitting over here? They would say, he's jailbait. Yeah, hey, true story. So I was 17, 18. I wasn't 21 yet. 17, 18 years old. So anyway, with that said, no, they were the best years of my life, man. I'd like to, if I had to do it all over again, I'd do it the same way. Only I would have took music in school to learn to read. So that
was it 70s or 80s?
That was 70s.
Okay.
That was 70s.
Okay.
So I know in 1976, I came out of Wyandotte in 75. In 76, Donald Brown came to me and said, you know, and some things were going on in both of our lives, everybody's life. He said, man, I signed up for the Marine Corps. And he said, man, and my oldest brother Larry was in the Marines. I said, yeah, you know, I was thinking about that too. He said, man, but you know, like Cal, if talked to a recruiter, and he told me, man, that you know, if you sign up, we can go under the buddy system, so we'll go into basic training and all that.
Yeah.
And you know, went down, you know, signed up, took the physical, and off to San Diego MCRD we went, and that was a great experience too. You know, the thing about that is, well, I got injured the last phase, but I did get my request for the MOS. They were sending me to Quantico, Virginia.
Okay.
You know, so I was going to do intelligence work and all that stuff. But anyway, it was a great experience, and even to this day, a lot of that basic training has stayed with me. So
it's June the 2nd, 2022.
2022.
What are you doing these days?
Right now, sir, I'm just working, trying to take care of my family. My kids are grown. I got 10 grandkids from my son and my daughter. My son has 4. My daughter has 6. I got a special lady in my life. She suffered a couple of strokes. So right now, from a life of her being a volunteer at the NAACP and for numerous community organizations, she's having a rough time now. She's 73, going on 74 years old. But she's a strong believer. She's saved, she's baptized, she believes in God. And I'm there, you know, to support her, and as a lot of her friends and family are, to see her through this time. We're just, you know, holding on to each other, man. And that's one thing, too, to mention about then and now. It's returning to the basics of taking care of one another.
Yeah.
And respecting the lives of our brothers and sisters, you know. Some have left us and gone on, but they've left a legacy, a lot of good memories. But while we're here, you know, we got to give all honor to God, and He's got a purpose for each and every one of our lives.
Advice to the youngsters.
Youngsters, number one, open your heart as well as your mind, but you got to get your soul right, because from that, things will come in order. But we got to respect the order that was here before us and that will be here even after we're gone. So there is a higher power, whether you acknowledge it or not. It doesn't need us to acknowledge, but we need to acknowledge the truth.
All right. It's been a pleasure seeing you again.
Always.
And let's look at that.
That beautiful, that's what I'm talking about, nature itself.